Today we are in Old Town, Idaho. It borders Newport, Washington. In fact, the towns are split right down the middle with the Highway 41. And we're going to take a little look at this area. We're going to take a little look at maybe why people are moving this direction, look at the affordability of this area, kind of give you an idea of what this place looks like, and just see if there's something out here that might interest you. There's a lot of affordability up in this area, and it sits right here in some very beautiful country, and of course, as you can see, on the banks of this beautiful Ponderay River. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and subscribe below, tap the bell, so you can be notified every time we talk about anything going on up here in the North Idaho area. Hi, I'm Reed Wilson with Living North Idaho Life. And we get calls and texts all the time from people just like you looking to make a move to the North Idaho area. So if you have any questions, or if you're moving in the next 2 weeks or even 2 years, give us a call, shoot us a text. We'd be happy to help make your move a smooth transition. Like I said, we are here in Old Town. We are on the banks of the Ponderay River, and this little community here, Old Town, just is a community of about 250 people. Right across the river, just a little ways, you have Newport, Washington. Interesting fact, late 1800s, this was not called Old Town, Idaho. It was called Newport, Idaho. And they did name it Newport because it does sit here on the banks of this big river. And it was a port that brought in supplies to communities such as Spirit Lake and Rathdrum and some of those areas. So that's why it became popular. And back then, had a lot of commerce coming in out of here. Now it's more of a pass-through area. We do get a lot of people that like the Old Town area. It gives you easy convenience of getting down into Spokane if you need medical services or something like that. Maybe you travel in and out, need to get to the airport quick. So following that Highway 2 gives you quick, easy access. Homes are pretty affordable here. If you caught our Priest River video, we saw some of the affordability there. You get some of that here going just across the border here, because they do connect. So having Newport right here, you do get the Newport is about 2,200 in population, so you do get medical services. It is the county seat for Ponderay County there in Washington. Homes can be very affordable over in that area. So if you're looking to downsize and want to be close to medical services, or maybe you just want to be closer to some of this beautiful country here, this is not a bad place to put down some roots. A lot of the economy here is timber, but this little town is growing, so there are other opportunities. Again, like I said, you are close to the Spokane area, so that does give you access down in that direction if someone needed to go that direction. So you do get a lot of people, though, that move out to the outskirts because you have acreage and privacy. A lot of 5-acre parcels and up. So we'll take a look at some different price points. We'll do a drive-through through Old Town here, and we'll give us kind of a scoop on Newport, Washington. Maybe Newport offers some things that you haven't thought about. The differences mostly being in politics between Newport and Idaho, but if that's something that doesn't bother you, then Newport might be a very affordable place for you to take a look at. So let's take a look and throw up some of these different price points. Let's look around at this area and just see if there's something out here that interests you. Let's talk a little bit about where Old Town is and Newport is. This video is talking mainly about that area. We got Spokane down here, Coeur d'Alene sits over here, Post Falls right here. And if you follow Highway 41 all the way going up, if you're coming up from Idaho, you get Newport and Old Town right there. Now there's also coming straight up Highway 2 out of Spokane, which kind of makes this nice because you do have quick, easy access to medical services here and here in the Spokane Valley area. So, and then the airport sits, right out here. And so that kind of gives you pretty quick, easy access if you're needing to get in, or you like to go in for dinner or entertainment, or maybe you fly in and out quite a bit. That kind of helps with just makes it a little easier to get in and out of that area, and so that makes this area a little more popular. Priest River, we just did a video on Priest River. As you can see, we got Sandpoint over here in this area. And Priest River sits about 30 minutes, and so you're just another 6 miles up the road from Old Town to Priest River. So it's not very far away. So if you happen to catch our Priest River video, a lot of that type of scenery there is what you're going to see here. When I started the video, the introduction is right down here off of the river. We do some drone shots coming in over the river and do a swoop over the town and back out. This right here, as you can see, is the Idaho-Washington border. And this is Old Town. So like I said, there's, about 250 residents there. And then, there's about 2,200 in the Newport area. A lot of what makes this area so nice is, you do have all these outlying areas through here, and that have, most of these are all 5-acre parcels through here, and then you also get quite a bit coming down through this area and along the border there. So this is all nice. Most of that's really pretty flat ground. It's usable ground. It's beautiful. It's all tree covered. So yeah, it just makes it really nice for if you're looking for privacy, a little bit of acreage. Now, like we talked about, some of these in the Old Town and in Newport, we're going to throw up some different properties there so you can kind of get an idea. A lot of these homes are older, they're smaller, but if you're looking at downsizing, or maybe it's your first home and you're able to commute a little bit, or maybe you work from home, it's very affordable. They got health services right here. You've got your Safeway. They have just about everything right here in Newport. You got the high school and junior high and all that if you're on the Washington side. If you're on the Idaho side with Old Town, you go to Priest River. So all this does sit in Bonner County. So your county seat for Idaho is going to be here in Sandpoint. So if you're getting building permits, or you got to go to court or something like that, you will be going to Priest River. But as you can see, it's not a bad drive from there, from the Old Town Newport area into Coeur d'Alene. Really you're only about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes, something like that, depending on traffic or if it was winter. So it's not a bad drive down Highway 41 to cut into downtown there, if you like getting in downtown area, or maybe you're commuting for work. If you got to commute into this Highway 2, is a pretty easy highway to run on. They keep it very well maintained. So if you're coming into work down in this area, it makes it very simple. So I hope that helps. We're going to, like I said, I'm going to throw up some different properties so you can kind of get an idea of what the feel is for in the Newport and the Old Town. We'll throw up a few on the outskirts here so you can kind of see, you know, Washington has a lot of, you know, up along this river, the Ponderay River there. This is all in Ponderay County. You know, you got Diamond Lake. You do have got a ski area here, 49th North, didn't mean to do that. You also have a ski area right here, Mount Spokane. And then my favorite ski area right here is you've got Schweitzer. So all of those within an hour drive or less. So just keep that in mind if you're an active person that likes that type of stuff. Still, you're close to Priest Lake. If you like that area, you've got a lot of state ground on both sides. So if hunting and fishing is your thing, boy, between the Priest River and the Ponderay River and these lakes, you've got more fishing and probably what you'd know what to do with. So anyway, just keep that in mind. But if you have questions or comments, we just thought we'd highlight this little area just because that there is some great affordable housing, but there's also a lot of beautiful, you know, there's some parcels there. If you're, like I said, looking for some privacy, you know, there are some beautiful homes in along the river here on both sides. And, you know, if you were looking for a place that offers you some opportunity to, you know, like I said, if you had to commute or something like that, this might be a great place to just take a look. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something